okay, Robin, we want you to write a blog vertorial. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but it sounds very fancy with 2 words, obviously thrown together. But they basically wanted me to write an editorial and a blog vertorial. And it was like really, really long, and they gave me a few different examples, and I was like so confused. And I just dropped $5,000, and I had my event coming up, and I was like just really in the swamp. Everybody remembers the swamp, right? So I was in the swamp, and I was like, oh my God, how am I supposed to do this? Like, I got my event coming up, and I got this. And then, it's kept going, and they're like, just send us your blog vertorial so we can start sending ads. And I was like, I don't have the blog vertorial. And I was like, a confused mind says, you guys know this? A confused mind says no and does nothing. So I was confused, and here I am, and I figured out the math. I'm a money person. So I was like, this is costing me $250 a day. They're like, boom, boom, boom. And so finally, it's like, November goes by, December goes by, and it's Christmas, and I was like, we took an RV up to Niagara Falls. We thought it'd be fun to rent an RV, and we did some like give back stuff. So we had these fun ideas like to drive different places and do give back. But anyway, we were up in Niagara Falls, and I'm like, take out my computer again, and I try to talk to Trevor because he's also a business consultant, so it's nice sometimes that I can ask him about what I need help with. But then he's like, well, what do you have to write about? And I'm like, well, he's like, well, what are they using it for? And all these questions, I'm like, I don't really know. I don't really understand. I don't really know. I don't really understand. I'm like, I can't do this. This isn't going to work. Like, oh my God. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, I had just signed a 12-month contract with these guys. I had made nothing. I had dropped, $5,000 twice. Now I'm at $10,000 plus some ads and stuff. And I was like, I'm in the swamp. And I just couldn't get out, and I couldn't see the light. I was like, there's no way. I have to quit. I have to at least put it on pause, because I realized I was like, you know what? I messed up. They were nice enough to allow me to work with them, even though I wasn't at the level that they were used to. But I didn't know my stuff yet. I didn't have clarity about what is it that I really do. They kept saying this. I was getting the knife out there. What do you do that nobody else does that's unique to you? And I'm like, I don't know. How about I don't know? They're like, but what do you do that's unique to you? And I'm like, I'm really good at sales. I'm really good at getting people better at sales and doubling their prices. Yeah, but a lot of people do that. What do you... Okay. I don't know what I do. Exactly. I'm just like them. I'm horrible. And so I was like, I was just so frustrated. I was in the swamp. It was horrible. Money's going down the drain. I didn't see it out, and I wanted to quit. And I was thinking, I'll just, put the pause on. I wasn't thinking I would quit, but I thought I would at least take the time if I could put the pause on and not have to be spending $5,000 every single month, that I could at least stop and then go create. And so my idea was okay, let me just pause. Then I'm going to go figure out my lead magnet and figure out my target market and get more specific and figure out exactly what I'm going to do. So let me just put the pause on. So I had a call with them, and I'm like, guys, I need to pause. I know I committed to this, but I need to pause. And they're like, you can do what you want, but you signed a contract and you're still going to pay us every single month. There's no pause. There's no quitting. There's no pause. And I was like, no, you don't understand. I need to pause. I'm not quitting. I just need to pause. They're like, no, you can't stop. And I was pissed, right? But I knew I made the commitment, and it was me, not them. Even though they were kind of annoying me, I was like, you know what? I don't have a choice, and I'm paying $250 every single day. So instead of pushing back, I need to create and do this and do that. I'm like, they said to do a webinar. I finally did finish the blog vertorial, and I put my foot on the gas. And this was after my PYFP, and now I have FEMM coming up and all these things, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go at it. And I was insane. I mean, every night up till 11, just making this happen, figuring this out, not only doing the webinar, but then practicing with them and doing it again. I put my foot straight on the gas and went hard. And then we started dropping more money into marketing, $5,000, more, every single month plus the marketing. And I was just like, ah. And then it started working. And I was like, whoa, awesome. And I started to get leads from online marketing. It was the first time I really was getting leads from online marketing. I did LinkedIn before and had some good leads there, but this was my first time on Facebook. And I actually went to a Tony Robbins event. I was crewing for this event, and I had just been working nonstop so much that I gave myself an eye infection. And I got it. It was like so messed up. And then I was at this Tony Robbins event and it wasn't sleeping or whatever. I was volunteering, and so I was up almost all night, and I got such a bad eye infection. But wait, there's more. While I was at the Tony event, I started to get calls. And I had like 5 calls, and many of them were not qualified, for this FEMM mentorship. And I did my PYFP event in December, and I had 5 people already in the program. And then I talked to this one woman who, she tried to cancel on me. She actually sent a message and said, actually, I don't want to do the call anymore. And I said, I already booked it. I already have it on my calendar. Let's just talk. Let's find out what's going on. So we had a conversation, and then she ended up telling me she's in this other program, but she was getting 0 financial result. And she still owed another $5,000 or something like that. And I was like, okay, I understand you're not getting the result, but is anyone in the program? Are they getting results? Are they getting financial results? And she said, no one is. And I was like, girl, that's ridiculous. I'm like, it's one thing if maybe, because she's busy, she has 3 kids and her, whatever, all her stuff. And I was like, you can do what you want, but it sounds like you need to make a change. And long story short, she was my next FEMM, and she got in FEMM 1. And if you guys met her, Denise Purdy, okay, health coach, she's amazing. And she will tell you, every day, if you have a conversation about what FEMM means to her, she will just go on and on because it's been so meaningful in her life. Of course, she's making more money, but it's not even that. It's so much bigger than that. And she's had she has incredible relationships and friendships, and it's just growing and growing, and she's basically in my world for life. She's already committed to the next FEMM. She's just this is forever. And so every time, why am I telling you this? Every time I want to give up, every time I want to take my foot off the gas, I think of Denise. Because it's not about me and what I need to do and what I need to take care of. It's not about the money I'm spending or the investments or whatever, or Facebook ads or this. It's about the people I get to help. It's about the transformation. And it's about pushing through and not pulling back, but pushing through and putting your foot on the gas and going. And I'm not saying just work all the time, hardcore. I know, Allison, you said in your questionnaire, you're like, I gotta not work all the time. I gotta actually give up some things so I can spend more time with my family. I'm not saying work all the time, but I'm saying don't give up. I'm saying there's a way out of the swamp. And the good thing is that you have all of us. We're here. So the whole idea of the swamp is that you're in this swamp and you're filthy, you're stuck, you can't get out, you can't even see, it's cloudy in there, there's leeches on your body, you're disgusting. I'm there's no way I'm getting out of this, you can't even see the side. And then there's you're just I guess I'm just gonna live in this swamp. I guess I'm just a swamp guy. This is my home now. I'm just in the swamp. Because, when you get like that, you cannot see. You just think this is what life is like forever. Even though last week you closed a $5,000 sale, or, next week you got a meeting with someone, you can't think that. We just see where we are. So we're we're living in the swamp. This is all, can't see it. Okay? So when you're in the swamp, you need to tell us, I'm in the swamp. Because guess what? We're on the other side. We're going, hey, I know you're in the swamp, but we got a rope for you. Just grab the rope. You don't have to do much. Just grab the rope. We got you. And I'm there. You guys are all there on the other side, just pulling you out of the swamp. Okay? So you're going to get in the swamp. And you're going to think you're going to be there forever. But you're not. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to give up. And you're going to want to tell your brain that this isn't going to work. Or I'm never going to be able to do this. Or maybe now is not the time. Now is the time, and I want you to think of someone like Denise Purdy, who's someone that you helped because you put your foot on the gas, because you didn't get all in your stuff of how you're not good enough, you're not confident, you can't really do this. It's not about you. There are people out there that need you, and even though you're not good enough, they still need you. Just be not good enough, borrow the belief. Be not good enough, but take action anyway. But I have to be confident, Robin, give me more confidence. Just don't be confident right now, but take the action anyway. I'm in the swamp, I can't believe I can do it. Don't believe you can do it. Borrow my belief. I believe you can do it. All you got to do is do the behavior. I don't feel like it. Good, don't feel like it. Just follow the system. What do you got, a sales call coming up? Yeah, but I don't know what to do. I know you don't. Read this. Can you read this? Yes. Okay, good. I want you to get on that call. Believe that you suck. Believe that you're stuck. Believe that there's no way this is going to work. But just do the behavior. Follow the system. And then you ask that question, what made you curious to invest the time and work with me today? Oh, cool. And then focus on them, not you. What if that person is your Denise Purdy? What if that person is the person that's just waiting for you to say, hey, I can help? They're raising their hand going, I'm here, I need you. Will you please help me? And you know you can help them. And then you're like, no, sorry, too bad. I'm in the swamp. I'm not gonna help you. I'm too stuck in my crap and how much I suck that I'm not willing to help you. That's what we do. Now you won't be able to come to me and start beating yourself up because I don't have time to make you feel better. Exactly. You know, I love you, I care about you. If you're in this, I got time to help you grow. You're ready to grow? Hold your hand, I'll take you with me, I'll love you the whole way. I'll be serving you the whole way. But I don't have time to just make you feel okay about beating yourself up. I'm not saying you can never beat yourself up. Just use our code. I'm in the swamp. There's no judgment there. That just means we know we got to reach out, throw you the rope, and pull you in, okay? And it's going to happen. Every single one of you will be in the swamp. If someone doesn't get on WhatsApp someday and say they're in the swamp, I'm like, where'd they go? They're in the swamp. Are you in the swamp? All right, come back. Get out of the swamp, okay? So now we speak that language, okay? Is everybody cool that you're going to get in the swamp? Yes? Okay. Everybody believe that we can get you out of the swamp? Yes? Okay, perfect.